Okay. So I managed to make it work, but still with problems. But this is more your sector, and I think you are more able to help me than I can. The problem before was the antenna, as you can see. It was super long, and that I took it out for a lot of, I don't know, 10 times, 20 times. Now is day, is the daylight, as you can clearly see. It's also all my lights in the room are open the same time, because it doesn't matter. Yeah. So just listen. I hope you can hear and also see this orange LED is staying on all the time, almost. And the green, no, the green one is fine. But do you see what's happening? Instead of staying on the blue LED, it's off and on. Orange LED that is now is off, and the blue one is on. And it's supposed to stay in one state and then stay in another state. I'm not sure exactly why it's doing it. Is doing it in a way on the table and another way here. And I want you to trust me very much. It's because of this little switching circuit here. How do I call it? I call it command circuit or something. So is this little circuit here, this little module, I tried again to rewire everything and to not here on the wall but on my table, and to test it. I got similar yes, and nothing worked. I mean, in a way is working on my table, and in another way is working here a little bit. You can hear the humming. It's not the mains to 220 volts humming. It's that little relay that is buzzing, bazinga, and or this one. I'm not sure which one, but if it was this one, it was supposed to flick between the two LEDs. So is this one because it did it before, and more obvious. The green light was open when it was more sensitive because the large antenna. So I want you to trust me how to and concentrate on this little module, command module, and make another way one. I'm not sure exactly how to. This is vibrating. I can demonstrate it right now. You see, if I'm coming from here, I'm not even close to the antenna or on the sensing circuit. You hear? Huh? It's at this distance. Okay. This distance. No, it's the same. But is the principal suspect. You see, if I'm touching it, if I'm touching the board here, if I'm touching it here, 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 I'm just touching it with my finger, and you can hear it. Also, see, something is very sensitive here. This is a Darlington transistor, and I already burned one. I'm not sure what was the cause exactly. I just took out this optocoupler and bend the pins a little bit more because it was too outside. So I push it back in a sense by bending those pins of his and soldering it there. And when I resolder it, I look very carefully. Nothing was touched or anything. It was out of tension. When I plug it in and I make it work again, that was burned. Not burned, but was very super hot. I even smell it. I look very closely, and it was a point in it of you know how transistors are burned, and I switch it. I took it out and put the new one, and I know from that experience that Darlington transistor is very sensitive, and yeah, you can see the sensitivity here. You see, I'm touching the board, and when I'm getting close to it, it's yeah. So I should play a little bit more with that. I'm not sure how to. Yeah, you can hear it. You can hear it. And also, is not commuting. I said already. Yeah, this is it basically. So it's almost ready, almost good. Of course, the shield. I tested it, and it must be until the margin here, because if I'm doing this, I'm doing it with one hand. Let's see. You see, if I'm moving it a little bit more, it's off. It's I mean, it stays on. But if I'm moving it back, come on. Just stay there. Come on, like that. So yeah, it is not fully to the margin, so I have those. Yeah, let's put it back to the margin. Oh, come on. It's hard with one hand and looking it here. Right. So see, it's a result, and yeah, it should cover everything. I'm not sure why is speaking. This board. Let's see. It's no. But this board is conductive. It's a cardboard, and it is. I realize is conducting, especially the waves. The interference is picking up the interference and it's a bit probably that's why this one is making this effect. I kind of like the sound. Hello. Yeah, see, sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not working. I don't want it to be random. It's very random. Now it's working as it should be. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Maybe it's having to do with no, it was the same before, the same gap or something. I'm thinking because the gap right now is more close to the shield is more close and is and shielding everything. It's not completely that, because I had it on the test bench, the same on the test bench. I can show it very quickly. Do you see this chair here? So I put it from here to here, but before, when I was doing all the tests, I was keeping it here. So the iron mild steel table that I have, and this is an isolator, a piece of wood on top of it. This is probably it was like an antenna, an amplifier somehow, even if it was grounded. I have no idea, because in a way was working here with the very long antenna. It was working absolutely fine, but when I took it out from the wall and put it outside of the perimeter of this perimeter of this area, so I put it one corner here and one side here and another side on the chair, outside as possible to the working area that I did before, and it was very similar with the condition on the wall, and but not exactly like here. Here is picking up those interferences, but on my new way of working on the table, I get closer to the real thing that I have here. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, that's basically it, and let's figure out a way of making this more non-random, more stable, more precise, and it will work fine for a while. But if I'm moving, touching or something, it will, especially if I'm doing this around him, it will go nuts again, like it was before. It was trembling again. Remember I told you about trembling, but it got fine in the meanwhile, and then I postponed it. I didn't continue to stay on the problem. But now it's just bad. It's very bad. To not say another word, you know. And yeah, I'm thinking with an op-amp, maybe. I'm not sure. We will see. It will be interesting to use an op-amp, because I also want to learn about op-amps, you know, already. Okay, that's it. So basically it's 80%, 70% done right now. No. Right now is 95% done. I have this wire that is the connection. You see this wire that is going from on the back of the panel to the 220. But right now, if I'm touching it with my hand, and it's having absolutely no it's between the contacts of the electromagnet, this wire connections, and it shouldn't affect anything. My best guess is that because this cardboard is a bit conducting, probably it's interfering with the 220 volts 50 hertz, and this is like an antenna somehow, and it's transmitting through this cardboard. The fuck, I don't know, but it's doing this weird shit. I hope I hope I can it will be fine when I will connect it to the light itself. I pray to be fine. It probably it will be, but I'm just showing it, and it is not only now. I observed it before also. I also put a foil around it. Now I took it out. I grounded that foil also, but it did absolutely no effect. But it was when the long wire, when the long antenna was on, not right now. Hey, yeah, very hard, very customized on the spot. I took out the welding station and I bring it here, and here I played with the antenna on the spot, and and some stuff was starting to dismembered, like this thing was getting out from its original welding that I did there, gluing actually, from original gluing, and I had to glue it again. A lot of little shits, with little problems, but you know, when you switch it back and forth like tens of times, it's starting to dismembered. But I'm very happy that none of these LEDs are off and are all functional. I didn't actually. I get with my nail in one of those very hard. It started to get out, and I tried to catch it, and I did like this a little bit with the nail, and pack 1 2 3. I was so sure it was done. That's it. It's out, but it didn't. It resisted. So wow, I'm very. It's because they are very little, probably. Who knows? That I was wow. A lot of weird stuff. This doesn't want to work, but I will make it work. You'll see. Yeah. All right. That's the spirit, I suppose. Now. All right. So I will play a little bit more with. Actually, I'll make the contact to the 220 in this stage. I'll make another shield, a shield specific for this, and I think a shield with an isolator, like it's better than staying directly, this board staying directly on the grounded shield. It needs an isolator, like on the table. I was having a big like here. I'm having this piece of wood as an isolator, and this is the iron frame. So it's between those two. I come to this conclusion when it was super sensitive, and I put another piece of isolator, a little bit of more distance also helped me realize that Probably it was too sensitive, so I kind of figure it out, but I tested a lot basically until I come to a good result. That's it. I speak too much. I talk too much, but I'm happy that is almost done. If I can stabilize this motherfucker, this little circuit, and not be random, it will be awesome. And also, I don't want to hear that bzzz. That's why